everyone. Today we have a sale of earrings, necklaces, pendants, rings, stone, glass, fashion. We've got it all. So if any of that sounds good to you, stay tuned. Hey everyone, I'm Laura. These are my hands. The channel is Jewelry, etc. And we are doing a sale today. So this is just a pop-up sale of some things that I have had in my personal collection for various amounts of time. There's a whole mix of stuff here. So hopefully you guys see something that you like, or you just want to join me today to ogle some pretty things. That's fine too. If you are interested in purchasing anything, please make sure you're registered with me. If you haven't bought with me before, send me your PayPal information to the email address, jewelryetcchannel@gmail.com. And I just need your PayPal name and your YouTube name. I do invoice. So the way this works is if you see something in the video that you like, please put a timestamp below. That just means that you type the time that you see in the comment and hit enter. A brief description is also helpful. So if you say, sparkly pendant at 12:23, that will lead me right to the item that you're claiming. Please do not edit your comments, because if you do edit, it may change the timestamp. And if somebody claims after you and you change your timestamp and then you get moved to after them, they get it. So please be mindful of that. And with all that said, let's get started. There's a whole slew, as I said, a whole slew of stuff today. So I'm going to start with these little pieces here that I got these to wear for the holidays, and then I totally forgot I had them. They're just little fashion earrings. We'll do these at $4. They're just metal, and these pieces here, I do believe, are actually glass. So I think these are glass rhinestones. These aren't plastic in here. And I didn't really check, but I presume these are the same. These are studs or postbacks. And weight-wise, they're not too bad. They're not like super lightweight, like with, like some of that you see laser-etched wood or something like that. Not that lightweight, but not super heavy either. They're kind of like a medium weight on them. So be mindful, they are sizable. So yes, they're going to have a little bit of weight to them, but it's not too terrible. They're big, about 3 inches on the drop there. So that will be the first one. And by the way, I'm not numbering these, and that is simply because I will lose track. So just timestamp in a description is really the best way to claim. Here's another set of earrings. I think we're just going to maybe run through the earrings first and then move on into the different categories. These are some dichroic glass art pieces. These are artisan made pieces. I don't think that these are sterling. I don't believe so. And as such, we're just going to do, let's say, $5 on the pair. And then if you want me to swap these hooks out for some stainless steel, I do have those, and I can do that for an extra, I don't know, $3 or so to change out the hoops, and then they'll be hypoallergenic. Blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to see if this comes off and if they're worth testing. Well, maybe they are silver. They do clean up. So I don't know. I don't know if they're silver or not. I don't see any marking on them. Let's put it that way. So if it's really a concern of yours, let me know. See, this one still kind of stays a bronzy color. So anywho, blah, blah, blah. Those are your dichroic glass dangle earrings on those. Whew, I can talk, I swear. All right, these ones are super fun. I've never worn them, but I thought they were so cool. These are like little, they call them threader earrings. Basically, the entire earring goes through your piercing instead of having a post or anything. The piercing, like your lobe, sits on this chain part here, and then it will hang down on either side of your ear, the front and the back. These are sterling. I am going to ask $13 for these pair of threader earrings. And these ones, just so you know, they do have a little bit of like curve to the design here. So this piece here is solid. And then it's a chain that's, loose to go through your ear. And then another solid little squiggly piece in the back. They're going to hang down about 1 3/4 inches, give or take. depending on where in your ear, you know, the piercing is. So that is that. Again, those are sterling. All right, here's another piece. These I just recently got, and I was gonna hoard them for myself, but I decided I didn't really think they looked good on me. But I just think they're the coolest little earrings. They kind of have like a brutalist style, but also kind of nature inspired a little bit. They have a curvature to them, so they wrap around your lobe a little bit underneath. How fun are those? They remind me of Fantasia. They remind me of the skirts of like the little ballerina dancers. I guess they're like, I don't know, they're like flowers that turn into ballerinas. Hopefully you guys know what I'm talking about. Otherwise, I just sound totally insane. But anywho, they're about an inch on the drop. Again, these are sterling post backs, and they do have the backs to them. And I did not give you a price. Let's do 15 on these. 15 on this pair. All right, and moving right up on my little tray over here, we have these. This is Maligano Jasper earrings. These are set in sterling. I'm going to ask 20 on this set. The stone is killer. I've never worn them. And you know what's funny? I bought 2 pairs of these, and I really debated on which to keep. The other ones were teardrop shape, and then these are kind of like a soft rectangular shape. Almost like a rectangular cushion, except it's not faceted. But anywho, the stone is just so pretty. And I debated for a long time which ones I should sell. And then I finally sold that last pair. And then I've just found that I never wear them. I just don't have a lot of orange in my wardrobe. This is kind of like a burnt orange and a gray. And like burnt orange, I just love. But I never wear these. They just hang on my little earring stand tree thing. And I never wear them. So if you are interested, let me know. Those are those. All right, another fun pair. They make me think of Cinco de Mayo. I've had these. This is like one of the first things I think I got in one of my very first jewelry jars or jewelry bags or something, like, 2 years ago? Never worn them. But they're just so fun. And I really like the colors. And I love bold colors with gold accents. Or even subtle colored with gold accents. I like that too. But there's these little gold toned beads in there. I would do $5 on this pair of super duper fun earrings. And just in case you want to see how big they are, they're about 2 1/4 on the little beaded piece here. And they're actually going to hang down a little further than that because of... Okay, yeah, let's give you the whole shebang here. It's about 2 3/4 inches total on those ones. All right, $5 on these cute earrings. The backs don't... Oh, actually, this one's got a little verdigris on the back of it. On the back of the butterfly backing there. I'm just going to pull that off. Verdigris freaks me out. And I've got to make sure that doesn't, like, transfer to the piece and everything. Yeah, see, it looks like it needs a little cleaning. There's a little teeny tiny... Okay, all right. These just got reduced to $2 if anybody wants to try to clean them. There's a little verdigris on the back, but they're closing away, and they're so pretty. Look at that little scene with the butterfly and the flower. How cute is that? It's got like a lavender purple background. It's like the color kind of like a lighter tanzanite is what it looks like to me. These guys are roughly a 1/2 inch top to bottom, and they do kind of curve a little bit around the bottom of your lobe. I thought they were very, very pretty. So $2 if anybody wants those. And actually, I'm going to I guess I'll just set them back over here by themselves. I don't want them to touch anything else. That always freaks me out. All right, let's do $5 on these. Again, another pair of beaded earrings that I hung on to. They kind of remind me of peacock feathers, like in the colors. And these are just silver tone. Boop. These guys are going to be about, 2 1/4 inches from where they hang. Lovely wire wrapping. And on the back, it's got like the cool design on the back. It just looks neat from every angle. I don't know. I thought they were fun. I am assuming they're like a handmade piece, or maybe somebody had the double loop earrings and then made them prettier with all of that. Excuse me. All right. These guys. These are really pretty. All right, let's do, it says 8 on there. I don't know why, but we'll go with it. We'll go with 8 on that price. These are actually garnet beads. at the bottom here. They're very dark, but when light shines through them, let's see if this thing will cooperate with me today. See, they're like a very red when light gets up in them. So these are little garnet beads, and then the other stones with them are quartz. So $8 for these. They're just on this little card backing. Really cute. Oh, and these are just, oh, you know what? What? Hold the phone. These say 925. They say 925 on the posts. We'll consider this your steal deal. I missed it, so it's your opportunity to capitalize on it if you want. I haven't tested these, but they do say 925 on the hook. They're about 2-inch on the drop of those. Natural stone and possibly silver for $8. Grab them while you can. All right, now here's another pair of earrings that are just phenomenal. But again, I just don't wear them. I just don't. And I have a couple pairs of lab earrings. And so I guess these are the ones I wear less often. But the labradorites on these are really good, especially this one. That stone is beautiful. I'll say $8 on these. These are just a, metal, silver tone metal. They're not precious metal. But they're really pretty. So, and they're pretty sizable too. And if you like this, I have a whole necklace that you might be interested in later. This one is about, let's see, roughly 2 3/4 inches on the full drop from your ear down to the bottom on these. My kids are running around upstairs with Dad, so if you hear a bunch of thumping, that's what that is. All right, and I think these are the last ones, kind of, sort of, in the earring category. Again, these are just silver tone. I think they're marked 925, but I don't believe they actually are. I never did test them, but I don't think they're real 925. Perhaps I should be more diligent about testing things, They were sold to me as citrine. The color looks a little off on this one. It looks a little greenish, and then that one is very citrine-y colored, so I don't know if this is more of a smoky citrine or what, but they are matching in design, and then again with that stone. Once again, they're both marked 925. I just haven't tested them, but I will do $8 on this pair if anybody's interested in these guys. They have really beautiful, like, filigree design, and then this flower in the center there. Super cute. All right. And then those are the last solitary earrings, but I'm going to show you this set as well. These are sterling. And I love holiday stuff, so I was like, I'm going to save these for the holidays. And then once again, totally forget to wear them. That's what I do. This one here is a little darker. If you can kind of, maybe you can't really tell too much, but the tone is a little darker on this guy. I don't know why, but it is. These are kind of, I don't know, they're textured so that they kind of catch light, so they look a little glittery. This entire set I'll do $35 for all 3 pieces on this, and the chain is sterling as well. The chain is a little on the smaller side though. I think it's only a 15-incher. It's about 14 actually. It's small, so this may be a good kids one. The chain, I mean, you could always put this on a different chain and then put something else in this for someone with a smaller neck or a child or whatever, but it's super cute. Again, this one is a smidge darker than the other two, and I don't know why, but they are all sterling. And that is for all three of those for that set. So if you like that labradorite earlier, you may like this one as well. I'll do 32 on this piece. I just tested it. It's also got it might be plated, like rhodium plated over the sterling because it looks really shiny, but I did test it. You have your 925 little heart tag there. And then the labradorite here, that does have a little more of like a kind of orangish kind of color, if you will. Not so many blues, but more of an orange kind of color, and a little bit like a really light purple towards the top, like purpley orange. it's hard to like catch the right angle. See what I mean? It's like kind of orangish and then kind of fades to a purpley. Kind of reminds me of like sunset colors. There is what they call a sunset labradorite, but this isn't quite it. But anywho, that is that one. This is a paper clip chain, which this jewelry seller people will tell you is very popular right now. This one is a 16-inch chain. It does have an adjustable bit at the end here, but being a paper clip chain, really, you could adjust it anywhere. And then 1.5 inches on the drop for the pendant itself. All right, so there's that lab, if you're my lab girl hanging out back there. Okay, let's see. Now, I don't know if I should go into pendants or necklaces or rings. I guess this is a good place to segue into the pendants, and then we'll move to necklaces. So let's do that first. This pendant is ruby and zoisite, and ruby is actually UV reactive. So if you shine a little UV light on that, it'll glow this like hot pink kind of color. Pretty cool. It is sterling silver. And I would ask, let's say 15 on this pendant. 15 on the sterling ruby zoisite pendant. Fun fact for you. Zoisite, if you know tanzanite, tanzanite is in the zoisite family, I do believe. This is a little bit over 1.5 inches on the total drop. The pendant itself is about 1.25 inches. Maybe slightly under. So about 1.5 inches. Top to bottom on that one. Beautiful. All right, this guy, I would ask 12 for him. This, despite it being totally white and pure and clean and looking like a quartz, it is not. This is moonstone. It's actually a rainbow moonstone. If you catch it in the right light, you can see there's blue flash at the bottom, but I have trouble catching that flash, especially on camera. And not so much in this light, but I don't buy it for rainbow flash because it's subtle. This is more of a very beautiful white moonstone color, and this is wrapped in sterling. This one is a little bit smaller than the last guy. This one you're looking at about, let's see, 1.25 inches roughly on the drop on this one. All right, and now for the much more elaborate pendants. This guy, oh my gosh, he's so good. I have not wanted to sell it. This one is very tarnished. If you buy this and want me to clean it up for you, let me know. But I know some people won't even touch tarnished jewelry, and it's a lot easier to take it off than it is to put it back. It is beautiful. This is sterling. Solid sterling on the back there. It is marked 925. And then there's some letters there, but I can't tell what they say. It looks like PT or PTI. But it is sterling with a little real lavender pearl. That is a real pearl in there. Like a pearlescent lavender color. This pendant, I've got to get 25 on this at least. The metalwork in it is exquisite. And it's gorgeous. The bail is a nice decent size too. For a chain there. It's really, really pretty. And this one is about, what, 1 2/8? Am I even reading that right? Let's see. 1 1/8 or so. I don't know. I'll let you see. It's a little bit above 1 inch. But it's gorgeous. So there you go. And just like, let me try to get it really, really close so you can see that filigree work in there. It's good. It's really, really good. All right, and this one I have to get, let's do 28 on this guy. This is this big old druzy pendant. It's sparkly. It's gorgeous. These are like my favorite colors. Like all these little pastel colors just speak to me so much. And the fact that it sparkles is just awesome. There's the back of it. And wrapped in silver too. This one is sterling. And if you haven't purchased from me before, just know that I do guarantee my sterling. So if you have any issues with it, just let me know. We can do a refund or something else. We'll make it right. But everything is sterling. This is 2 inches, or not everything, but if I stated sterling, it's been acid tested and came up as sterling, so There we go. Let me see if I can get it really close for you too. Good camera. There's this like one crystal that's a little bit bigger than the rest. That's just so cool. It's so gorgeous. I love this one. I just never wear it. I just never wear it. But this one has been in my collection on this big, beautiful long chain for some time and never on my neck. So it's got to go. This I bought because I love the pearls. I love these pearls. This is like, what do they call them? I think these are keshi. I think keshi is when there's no nucleus that forms within the actual pearl. So instead of it growing around a central point and just growing into a spherical shape, it's like these kind of funky oblong shapes. These are like a peacock pearl kind of color. And they're beautiful. They're just really, really beautiful. And so I bought it. And then I put it on. And it just looks so weird on me. And my husband said that he didn't like it. So it's about 18 inches with a little bit of ability for adjustment. I honestly don't even remember what I got these for. This is just silver tone. It's not sterling. I would like to get 15 for these if anybody's interested in this necklace and those beautiful pearls. This is one that, honestly, if it doesn't sell, I can see this just ending up back in my dresser just so I can look at them because I just think they're really pretty. Anywho, so that's that one. Now this one, we'll say 12 on this. I really like this because I love these stones. And I still don't even know what they are. They look like they could be Amazonite. They're a little matte finish, so sometimes it's a little harder for me to tell on the ones that aren't polished smooth. But they look like Amazonite to me, or Amazonite, depending on who you ask. It has these little silver tone findings in it, and then this cute little lotus charm. It is stretchy, and it's actually got decent stretch on it. The problem is that when I put this on my neck and I move it at all, it catches my hair. So I don't like it on my neck for me personally, but I did throw it on the wrist and I kind of like the way that looked. But again, you know, I don't wear it. I don't wear it. This has just been sitting on my dresser. So as such, and if you didn't like that little bit of elastic showing, just undo it one more notch and have that little lotus charm. And it's pretty, and there's a little wiggle room. I kind of have larger wrists. I mean, I'm sorry, smaller wrists. My wrist is about 6 3/4 or so, 6.5, 6 3/4. And this has a little extra wiggle room if you wanted to wrap it around. I would definitely suggest this more as a bracelet versus a necklace for the reason I mentioned earlier. But anywho, there's that. Oh shoot, did I say a price? I don't know if I said a price. Let's do $10 on this. If nothing else, this is a great strand to repurpose. It's very long and has a lot of beads on it, so there you go. All right, this one. We got 2 more necklaces and we'll be moving into the rings here. This guy has really pretty chips on it. We'll say, I don't know, let's say $10 for this one too. These are peridot, quartz, and amethyst chips. Oh, this one's got rutile in it. No kidding, that's crazy. Can you see that? I don't know how many of them do. This just happened to catch my eye. This chip right here has some rutile in it. I don't know if you can see the little tiny hairs running through it, but that's a little rutile. Huh. Interesting. The other ones look clear. That one's... Oh, here's another one. Got a little piece of rutile in it. That's cool. All right, anywho. So this guy, let's measure him out too. And these are, again, all natural stones, not real silver at the end there. About 20 inches. And my guess is that it's like a handmade one just because of the ends here. Because I don't typically see jump rings like this on finer pieces, quote unquote. But it's good. It's on string, I do believe, versus plastic. Oh no, maybe it is on plastic. Wait, it's hard for me to tell. It might be on the plastic line. Okay, yeah, it does look like it's on a plastic line. Okay, anywho, but the chips are super duper nice. The stone is nice. The pattern is nice. Very springtime colors. So anywho, if you wanted to restrain it, you could. If not, wear it the way it is. All right, and lastly in the necklace category is this fun fashion piece. How cool is this? I just, again, never wear it, but I think it's so fun. It's got this huge lobster claw clasp and all these different chains down here. And this one actually has a little rhinestone on it. Maybe that's the back? Okay, yeah, now you can see. These are rhinestones all the way down. They're all there. It's just a fun layered piece of joy, and I love it. The smallest bit here is about 18 inches down to about there. It is like quasi-graduated. They're all roughly around the same length on those chains. And then it's got a little bit of adjustment here, adjustability, shall we say. I didn't ask for a price. Let's do $8 on this if anybody's into this fun chain bit here that I'm reluctant to sell because it's so fun. Do $8 on that. All right, ring time. Let me knock some stones over and kind of get some of the fuzzies off of my little soft piece here. What do you even call this? This felted bit. Sterling and jasper. This is a fun pointer finger ring. I'm going to ask 25 on this one. Where's my mandrel? 25. This is sterling and jasper. About a size 8.5 on this guy. There's the inside of it. Again, it's just a pretty ring. He fits me about there. Now it is somewhat longer, so just be aware that, like to me on this finger, now this is a little snug on this finger, but I can feel it here and here. It's not uncomfortable, it's just like I'm aware of its presence, you know what I mean? Because it is a sizable piece up there on the top. It is actually, let me measure it for you. Yeah, it's about an inch. Inch there. Oh my gosh, you guys, this ring. First of all, oh, I changed my ring. I forgot. I had my amethyst on earlier and it looked so good with the amethyst. Look at this little cha-cha ring, but it barely, like, it's a little big for my pinky. And that's about the only finger I can fit it on. But this is actually sterling. I'm going to ask 20 for this. Maybe that's asking too much. I don't know, but it's just a fun ring. It is sterling. And these pieces that are wire wrapped on here are all natural stones. You have a couple of shades of pearls. There's like this blush colored one and like a rose colored one. This is actually, to me, it looks like a rhodolite garnet. These kind of pinky purple stones here. And then this might be more garnet, or it might be a cherry quartz. And then there's faceted crystal quartz over here. Wait, I'm sorry. I'm like hogging it for myself from the camera. How cool is that? And it is more of like a wine. How do I describe this? It's not quite a wine red, but it's not like the way I'm looking at my screen. It looks very purple. This is more of like a pinky purple kind of color. And this one is a size 6. Size 6 on that guy. And it's so, so, so fun. Just a really fun ring. And again, this is sterling. It is unmarked, but I did acid test it on this band here. I just think it's so fun. I just love it. I hope somebody else out there likes it a lot too. All right, here is a alpaca ring. This one's kind of turning like a brassy-ish color. It was more of a silver tone, but the color is changing a little bit on it, but it is marked on the inside. Well, actually, it's just alpaca. Looks like the A didn't quite make the stamp there. But it's like a pink mother of pearl stone on the inside there. And this one I'm just going to ask, let's do 7. 7 on this one, and it is a size 8. I'm trying to get the tone to show up a bit for you. And this is like flush set in there too. So it's totally flat. There you go. Fun one. I just really liked the size of this piece here. The design overall is pretty cool too, but anywho. All right, just a few more pieces left. Thanks for hanging in there with me, y'all. Here is another citrine piece. If you saw those earrings earlier, this would be a nice match for those. I'll just do, let's say 14 on this one. Citrine and sterling on this with fun little swirly designs on the outside. It's enclosed on the underside. And where is that 95 mark? I don't know. I don't know where the mark is, but it has been tested. Anywho, okay, so that's that one. We got this one, marcasite and blue topaz. Love it. There is a flaw. Well, for me, it was a benefit, but there is a split shank situation going on down here. I would ask 15 for this one. This one is just very, very pretty, very elegant. It is a size, about a size 6 closed, but it sits about a 6.5 and could even go a little higher for your larger finger. Now this, I wore this on this finger here. I'll show you, and it's quite comfortable. This finger is about a 6 3/4. And there is, you know, it opens a little bit in the back, but I can't feel it. And it stays nice and comfortable on my hand. And it's just a really pretty, elegant, classic design. I love marcasite, especially when they accent a very pretty center stone. Very nice. So that is that one. And again, that is sterling. Split shank there. Split shank and real split shank. All right. And then lastly, no, I lied, 2 left. We've got this little fun guy. I'll do 9 on him. This is just a little fun, little stacker ring of a little amethyst cabo in sterling. And this one, it is slightly like oblong shaped on the ring. I might be able to kind of maybe smush it into the right shape on this thing. It's about a 6.5 on the size. Ooh, okay, yeah, that actually did fix it a little bit. He's about 6.5. And again, this is about a 6 3/4 finger, but because it's so thin of a band, it fits and it's no problem. All right, so that's that one. And then lastly, for real this time, is this opal faceted triangular ring. I'll do 20 on this. This is set in sterling, and I do believe it's black Ethiopian opal on there. Can you see the flashes of color? Oh, there you go. Yes, you can. Oh, yes, you can. Yes, you can. And I've got 2 of these that I was wearing as a set of stackers, and I have no clue what happened to the other ones. This one is about 6 1/4 on that size there. And again, this is sterling. And Lexi, once again, no problem on this finger because it's small. I was wearing all 3 of them as stackers, and I like the way it looked, but I don't wear them. But how pretty is that? How pretty is that ring? It's very pretty. That's the answer to that question. All right, y'all. That's going to be it for the show. Thanks so much. Please comment below if there's anything you see that you'd like to buy. And thank you for hanging out with me and watching this video. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed seeing these pretty, beautiful items. If you're new and not subscribed, please consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it. It's as easy as clicking a button. All right, y'all. Thanks again. I hope to see y'all in the next one. Have a lovely week, and check you later. Bye-bye.